Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. So I checked the assignment, and seems like none of you get the correct answer. None of you. That's very disappointed. Uh, that's probably my fault, and if none of you, right? Why is that so? So I will tell you here. So look at the instruction. Okay, you only read the instruction as digital root. Create a Python function to compute digital root. Then this is what you read, right? Correct. So, but you forget the spec. Okay, the spec is said based on the formula of with the floor function. So check this website. There are two formulas there. Okay, can you check the website? Yeah, there are two formulas there. One is using mode. This is what you use, right? And then the other one is using the floor function. This is this one. Okay, so none of you work based according to the spec. If you are doing programming, okay, and you don't do according to the specification, you fail. Zero. You got it? Okay, don't ever do that anymore. Okay, so you read the problem carefully. Okay, so when you said based on the formula or the floor function, if you don't use floor function, then you fail. Okay, you need to comply with the specification. Okay, this is very, very, very basic. If you cannot comply, okay, you cannot do anything in your life. Just comply only. Okay, so don't do like this. So I give you grace. So say 3 more days. Is it okay to solve this? And then input will be any positive number. Okay, then you test. Okay, whether it is correctly if the input is wrong. So you need to validate the input. Okay, so you can show warning and produce false. Okay, so warning is fine, but the produce false sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. But the most important here is you don't use the formula of floor function. Did you get it? The mistake. Okay, so please make it again. I know you try to copy from the internet or you copy on your own from your friend. None of you work correctly. So please comply. Use floor function. That means you need to import math module, right? And then from the math module, you said floor. So, where is it? Here it is. Screen. So to use floor function, you need to use math floor like this, right? That means you need to import math. Okay, and then just use the floor function there, right? In Visual Basic, there is no floor function. That's why we use integer. But in Python, there is floor function. So you need to use floor function. Okay. It's not just the result is correct, but you need to base according to the specification. Is it okay? So I will extend 3 more days. Okay, use floor function. Just one line of code, that one. Not that. And in fact, if you do it right, this is only 3 or 4 line of code. That is finished. Okay, it's not really very difficult. Okay. So just read the problem carefully. Okay. Okay, next. Let's go to the. So you can open your Jupyter notebook and then we can continue to learn Python here. Okay. You can open your Spider. So last time we finished until here, right? The floor function. Okay. This is what we finished. That's why I give you assignment about this one because our topic was about the operation here. So that's why I remember, okay, we use floor function. I give you already math floor here, right? But you did not use. I don't know why. So, any comment? Give me comment before we proceed. You feel why?
It's okay, sir. No comment.
No comment. Felicia,
Yes, why, sir?
why? My question to you, why? Why you did not use floor function? Why you did not use floor function in the assignment? Tamara,
Yes.
why you did not use floor function then?
Oh, yes, sir. My mistake.
So just improve that, okay? Very simple, just one line of code. That is easy.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So let's go. Okay, open your Jupyter or Google Colab or your Spider, is up to you. Okay, and let's continue learning Python. I will use the same website of learning Python here. Okay, last time we already discussed about this, so let's go to the assignment operation. Okay, so we have this value x equal x plus y. Okay, so I will share my whiteboard. So basic programming, okay, you have x equal 3, for example. What is the meaning of this? This means you assign, okay, value 3 inside variable name 3, x, right? This is kind of box, okay, name x, and then you put inside here equal 3, okay? How about this one? X equal x plus 1. What is the meaning of that? The meaning is the new x, okay, new equal to the old x, old, plus 1, okay? That means it will iterate, usually you have loops, okay? It will iterate that, say, for example, x is already 3, right? So what is the new x here? If x is 3 plus 1, now the new x become 4, right? Is it clear? So the meaning of x equal x plus 1 is the new x equal to the old x plus the constant here, 1. Okay. Next, we can also put x equal x plus y. So x is certain value. On the right hand side here is x certain value. Okay, and then the y is another value. For example, x in here is 3, y is 5. Then the new x here become 8, right? So this kind of formula, x equal x plus y or x equal x plus 1 can be shortcut. Okay, so this is x plus equal 1. This one is x plus equal y. Is it clear or not? So this notation here is actually a shortcut. Okay? X plus equal y, that is the same as x equal x plus y. The meaning is the new x here equal to the old x plus the value of y. The same thing here. Now you can have a negative, multiply, divide, or remainder. Yeah, percent here modulus or remainder. So this is an example. Okay, if x is minus 30 and y is actually 2.1, so x plus equal y, okay, that means the new x now become 27.9, right? Negative, because this is actually negative 30. Is it clear or not? Billy,
Yes, sir.
do you understand the meaning of this x slash equal y?
Yes, it means the new x is divided by y. Like x
It is
equals,
30 minus 30 divided by 2.1.
yes.
Okay, clear, yeah? Okay, now we have what is called comparison operator. Okay, in comparison equator operator, you have equal equal. So remember, if you have only one equal here, the meaning is assignment, right? You assign a value to a variable, right? But if you have double equal, that means you compare the left hand side and the right hand side. Okay, so or you compare whether the left hand side is not equal to. Okay, this is the symbol. Okay, and this is less than, this is larger than, this is less than or equal to, and greater than or equal to. So this is an example. Okay, 23 is equal to 23.0, yes or no? Yes. Yeah. So why? Because they have the same value. Okay, and if you put equality like this, the integer is actually equal to the float. Okay, but of course, when you put 23 equal to 25, 23.5, they are not the same value, so the answer is false, right? But you see, if you have this one, the answer is false. So you know why this is false? Because 23 is actually a number. Well, when you put quote here, that becomes string. So the number is not the same as 23 as a text, string. Okay. So my question to you, can I do like this? 2 less than 3 less than 5. Is it allowed in Python? What will be the answer of this? Can you try?
It says true.
Yeah, it says true. Okay. So now if I have x equal 3, right? And then I will ask 2 less than equal x less than equal 5. Is it correct or not? True or false?
False.
False. Let's try. Oh, it's true. Why is it true, Billy? What's the difference between in one here and this one?
There is another X.
No, this is x is 3, right? And then I will say, looks, I will ask whether x is actually less than, okay, 2 or equal, and then less than 5. So this is, the meaning is actually similar to this one, yeah, except for the equality here. Right. Is 3 between 2 and 5? That's the question, right? Yes, of course. Okay. The only difference is now you put x here, but the x is already assigned as 3. So then it must be true. But now if you put x is equal to 30, what is the answer? If x between 2 and
False.
5, false. Okay, so it will say false. Is it clear? So bitwise operator, I will just skip. Okay, if you use bitwise, so this is based on binary. So all the integer will be converted to binary, and then you apply this operator to shift, okay, the binary. So I will just skip this part. Okay. Now, you already learned logic, right? So in Python, we have also logic the same. Yeah? We have not true is false. Okay. True and false become false. Yeah? True or false become true. Right. So you can use logic operator. So example here, x equal true, right? And then y equal false. So what is x or y and not? What is not x or y? Can anyone answer that?
False.
Hmm?
False.
False. Okay. How about this one? Not x and y. What is the answer?
True.
Yes. Okay, true. So when logical operator is applied to number, non-zero are considered as true. Zero is considered as false. Okay, so logical not of non-zero will be false. Okay, non-zero will be considered as true. So example here, x is 1. Okay, y is minus 2. Oh, let's do that. So instead of true and false, now x is 1, y is minus 2. What is this? Not x or y. Anyone? x is 1, y is not negative 2. So what is not x or y?
True.
Huh? False. Why is it false?
Not zero.
Why is it false?
It's true or true.
Hmm? So 1 in here is considered as true. Okay? So minus 2 here, okay, is also considered as true. Right? So true or true is true. Not true is false. Okay? So only when you put 0 here. How about this one? Not x plus y. True or false? Hmm?
False.
False again. Why? Why this is false?
Because 1 minus 2 is minus 1 and not
Okay.
2 is false.
This is everything that is non-zero are considered as true. Okay. So if you put this 0, then the answer will be different. Okay. So when you put it 0, you will see this is false and this is true. Why? Because this is true and false. Okay, true and false is false. Not false is true. Okay, when you put it 0, that is become false. Everything that is non-zero, any number that is non-zero, become true. Is it clear? Any question? Now, in Python, you can also use in. This is an operator of membership. Okay, so say you have a string like this. Apple has good taste. Okay, the question is good in? The word good is inside this one. True. Right? If the word bad is inside this bad odor, durian has bad odor. Okay. If you put the copy and put it here without the not, what will happen? True or false? True. Okay. But I can make it negative by putting not here. Okay. Become false. Okay. Now, the next one is to identify an object. Okay. The operator is will return true if the variable on either side of the operation point to the same object. Okay. For example, A is 2, 3, 4. And then B equal to A. Okay. Then you ask, is A is B, yes or no? Its answer is true. Why? Because B equal A here, that means okay, inside the Python, okay, when you put, okay, I will draw so that you understand. Okay, I will put in my drawing. Say you have A is 2, 3, 4, right? A is 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you have a box named A. Okay, that content is 2, 3, 4. And then you said B equal A. What is the meaning of this? This means inside Python, okay, so this is the memory of Python. Yeah. So say A234, that is they put in the memory address of this one. For example, this is the memory address of ABC. Okay, when you say B equal A, that means the reference of ABC is there. So it will put in the same reference of memory address. Okay, and then when you said B equal A like this, that means B is equal to 234, and the address of B is actually that ABC. Do you understand? When you put equal, when you should put assignment equal there, that is not just to copy the value, but actually copy the address in the memory. Okay, that's why when you ask if is B is A, the answer is true because they are actually in the same memory address, the same object. Okay, now say you have this one. A is 1.123,5, right? 123.5. B is also exactly the same, 123.5. Now you are asking, A is B. It will return false. Why? Okay. If you ask, okay, let's try this in Jupyter. I have A equal 123.5, B equal 123.5, right? So my question now, is A equal B? Yes or no?
Yes.
True. Why? True. Equal mean comparing the value. Now if you are asking A is B, the answer is false. Why? Because when you said is, it's not comparing the value, it's comparing whether they are actually the same object. How do you know it's the same object? They have the same memory address. Is it clear or not? Is there any question?
And what about the string and integer? Why are they true? For the integer and the string, why is it true? It's I don't think it's the same address, right? Is it the same address?
Can you show your screen and then I don't understand what you asked.
In your screen before
Mm-mm.
in Jupyter,
Yeah.
the next one tells us about the integer and the string, and it says true, I think.
The integer and the string, which one?
Can you share the screen?
This one?
What is this? You don't share the screen.
Which number?
This. It's
Okay,
true.
number 14.
And this is not true.
Okay, so we are still in number 39 here, right? So in number 40, okay, you need to watch out that is operator will return true if they have the same value, okay? And this behavior is only correct for integer and string, okay? So for example, A is 1, 2, 3. B is also 1, 2, 3. Okay, then the question, if A is B, it will return true. Okay, if they have the same value. Okay, This is only happen because you are using the same value here as a string. Why? Because actually inside Python, okay, string is actually an array. Okay, and the array is actually put as the memory address of the array in the beginning of the memory address of the array. Okay, that's why you put this as equal. Okay, the same thing as this integer. Okay, but it is not correct if this is a floating point. So you just remember is actually used to compare whether they are actually the same object or not. Okay, it's not the value, but asking the same object or not. How do you know it's the same object? They are actually in the same memory address. Okay. Now, every object actually has a Boolean value. Okay. All numbers except 0 are considered true, right? So then what is it? What is considered false? None is an object which is considered as false. False itself, 0 or empty. Okay. Or object from the classes that has special method like non-zero, or object from the classes have implement length, the length of the array, okay, which return false or 0. Okay. All others are considered as true. Okay. Why you want to know whether it's true or false? Because you will use that for decision inside the code. Okay. So in Python, you can use decision using if, else, or if, elif, else. Okay. So if you use if, for example, like this, a is 23. Okay. Then you ask if a equal 23, then you will say it is a print. You just print it is my number. Okay. So in the beginning, you said a is 23. Let's copy this in Jupyter.
So,
Yes.
sorry to interrupt. I want to ask back again about the is.
Okay. Cool.
When I try to put it, it came up with true when I input the float.
Can you share your screen? Oh, that's strange. The floating point, it gives true also, based on the value. That means there is possible change in the Python itself for the definition of if in Python 3.9 probably, because in my earlier, so let me see, what is your number? 2.1. Let me check. So x equal 2.1, y equal 2.1, and then x is y. See, false.
Mine also same with Kenneth, sir. It comes true
Become
also.
true. In your case, become true.
Yes, sir.
So there is a possibility of change of definition in the Python, because you use newer Python than mine. Mine is 3.6 and yours is probably 3.9. Is that so?
Yes, sir. Mine is 3.9.
So there is I just guess there is a possibility of change in the definition of is in Python. So this is what is happening because this programming language is also growing, right? Based on the community request. So there were probably discussion about it, and then there is some change in the newer version. Okay. So then you can use whatever definition that is in your computer. Okay. So in that case, is now become equal, not just the address, but also the value, right?
Sir,
Yes, good.
in mine it works.
In
Uh,
yours is,
mine is also Python 3.9, but it said that it's false.
really?
Yeah.
That's super strange. Can you share your screen?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
This one, right?
Okay.
It said it's false.
Oh no way. And if you try based on Kenneth's number, what will happen? This is very strange. But
Oh,
this is
what is
probably
the
bug then.
number?
2.1.
Oh, what is your number, Kenneth?
2.1.
2.1. And then y is also 2.1. And then x is y. Oh, still false. Oh, in your case is correct. Can it become true? Also in Felicia.
Yes, sir. I will
Yes.
share my screen. You can see it.
Oh, then there is a bug in this computation.
This one, sir. It becomes true.
Oh no. So there is a bug in this case because the same, right? This is 3.9.
Yes, 3.9, sir.
Oh.
This is 3.9.
So is operator is unstable in that case. We better be very careful if we want to use is. Can be true, can be false, right? Okay, thank you. Thank you for the input. So I guess there is a bug in that case in Python. If you want, you can report that bug. Because in some computation become true, some computation become false. That's strange. Anyway, okay. Let's continue with the if. So the if statement, okay, you can use like this. This is the comparison, right? If is the comparison or condition, okay, and then this is the consequence of the is. Okay. So you can have if comparison, okay, and then you can use else to say if this is not the condition is not, if this condition A is equal hello, then it will print good afternoon. Now, if you have many, okay, so if you have many options rather than just two, it's not just if then else. So you can use elif. Okay, so if the float of this value is less than 0, become negative number. If exactly the same as 0, then you can print 0, or else you can print as positive number. So, okay. You want to try this? So copy this and put here. So of course this is negative number. So if you change it to positive, it's supposed to give you positive. Huh? Okay, you just try. Easy, easy. Just copy and paste. But do you understand or not? When you will use that? Any program, okay, the most important part is actually three. Yeah? One is assignment. Okay. Second is branching, this kind of decision, right? The third one is the loop. Okay. So if you have these three, then you create a programming language already. The rest are just additional. Okay. So as I mentioned earlier, the important is assignment, branching or decision, and then the third one is loop. So there are several ways to do flow control or repetition in Python. Okay. One is to use range. Second is to use for. And the third one is to use while. Okay. And then you can break the loop. You can break to stop the execution of the loop, or you can also continue to the next iteration of the loop. So there are two breakpoint or continue. Okay, let's take example. So range, it will produce range object. The range need only one number, which is start. Okay, let's try that. So if you say range 5, what will happen? It will give you a range between 0 to 5. Okay, but this is just written the object, right? But you said, oh, I want to loop that. How do you loop that? So you need to put list. Okay, range object produce an iteration. So if you put it into list, it will become the actual list. Can you see that? Okay, so next, okay, so you have start. You can also put range from 1 until 5. Okay, and then again you put list, right? So what is the result of this? It starts from 1, okay, inclusive. It ends at 5, exclusive. Okay, the same thing here. Range 5, that means from 0 up to 5, but not including the 5. Okay, range 1 to 5 here is from 1 up to 5, but not including the last number, it is 5. Say, I will change this to 15, the same thing. Okay. It will give you 1 to 14. Yeah. So you don't like the start of 1, you can start with 3. The same thing. Is it clear, the range?
Clear.
Clear, good. Now, you can also make the increase is not 1, but 2, for example. The last number, optional, is 2. So it will increase from, this means range from 3 to 15, okay, but increase by 2. So 3, 5, 7, 9, okay. So you can also increase by 3 if you want. Okay, clear, range is clear, you see, right? Now, you can say I have a array like this. I name it fruit. So apple, banana, cherry, durian. Okay, this is my fruit. So if I want to know what is my fruits, it will give me apple, banana, cherry, durian, right? So then I want to list that. Okay. So then I will say for f in fruit print f. Okay. For f is any variable. Okay, you don't like f, you can put v or e, whatever. Okay. In fruits, print f. What is that? One by one, it will take from that list. The element of the list will go to the f, and then it will be printed. Okay, this is how you do a loop in Python, right? So, is it clear or not? So you can also use this because you know the range, right? The range will produce the list, right? So then you can do that. Okay. For k in the range of 5, okay, print k. That will give you 0 until 4. Any question? It's too easy. Okay, now I want to check, okay, whether it's a even number or odd number, okay, from 1 to 10. So if you look at this example here, okay, I have a range from 1 to 10, not including the 10 itself, so 1 to 9, basically, right? And then put that number into num, okay, that variable named num. And then I will check if num mod 2 equals 0 or not. Yeah. If the remainder of num divided by 2 is equal to 0, then print the num as an even number. Okay, and then continue again. Okay. Okay. And then otherwise, right? Print num is an odd number. Is it clear? Any question?
What's the continue
Continue.
for?
Continue for. Okay. Continue mean if, okay, x num mod 2 is equal to, and then it will print this, right? After printing this, it will not it will continue to the next 4 in the loop. It will not print this. It will not go down to the next line, but it will come back to the loop. It will, so it will not go. If you said continue, where will it go? The control will go to line 1. It will not go to line 5. If you said break, it will go back to line 5. If you said continue, that means it will come back to the, continue to the next loop. The meaning of continue is go to the next loop. Break means break this loop. Okay, I have an example of break here. Okay, so I have example of break here. So again, we use range of 2 to 10, right? Now I have double 4. The first 4 is using n as my number. Okay, for the number between 2 to 9, basically, right? Until 9. until 10, but 10 is not included, so 9. And then now the next for loop here is for x in the range of 2 up to n. What is n? N is that loop. N is the value from the first loop in the higher loop. Okay, and then they are asking if n, okay, divided by x, the remainder is equal to 0 or not. Okay, if it is equal to 0, okay, so n equal x multiplied by the division. What is this? This is the integer division, right? So, and then break. What is the meaning of break? It will not continue for this second loop, meaning it will go to the next loop. Else, what is this else? Else of this 4, okay, it will print a prime number. So let's try that. So it will say, look, 2 is prime number, 3 is prime number, 4 is equal to that value. Okay, let's try until 100. So it identifies the prime number. Right. So if it is prime number, it say it's prime number. Otherwise, it will say what number will multiply by other number. It's a composite. You can also try up to 1,000 if you want. Or so that not so high. 500. Okay, so you get the values. So the values here is up to what? Okay, the first factor. It's not bad. Any question? So we are talking about break and continue. Okay, continue means you go to the next iteration of the loop. Okay, break means you stop the loop.
Sir,
Hmm.
I don't quite get it, the else part.
The else part. Okay. So
No.
in the other programming
Okay.
language, this one, right? In the other programming language, you don't have this. Right? In Python, you can have this else part, which is not on the if, but on the for. So, meaning that if you have n, right? For example, n is 2. Okay, you start with n is 2. So now range of 2 up to 2. Okay, now x is basically 2, right? And then n is 2 divided by 2 is equal 0, yes. Okay, then it will go here. Okay, just print this one and then break. What is this break? Break of this, the second loop, yeah, not the first loop. Okay, now if this is not happening, okay, if this is not happening, means this is out of this range, right? This is not true, then it will go to the prime, it will say print prime number. The else part means this is not true. Yeah, line 2 to 5 is not true, then it is a prime number. Why? Because this is when it is not true. When this values is not, when this value is actually prime number. So you will not get this value.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
The for loop here, okay, when this module is true, okay, continue this one and then break here, and then it will go to the next line. If you want to know, you can try this in Spider. Oh, I need to open Spider. And then you can debug. Okay. Copy this and then put in Spider, and then you can debug, so that you can see how the movement of control inside Python. Okay, let's try this. I will create a new one. I copy and paste here. So I will just open up to 10 so that you will see. Can you see my Spider or not? Okay. Okay, if you want to know, we click here to create the breakpoint, and then we debug. Right? So when you debug, then you can check the variable explorer. What is this? Now n is 2, right? So range from n to up to 2, what will happen? Run the column line. It will go directly to the here, the else. Because why? Because the range of this value is actually not correct. Range of 2 to 2, right? Is actually 0. So, okay, or you can put list of range of 2 to 2. So it's an error. Can you see it? Right. So when there is an error here, it will go to the else. Okay. Range of 3,3. Please. Error. Okay. If the range of exactly the same on itself, it will produce error. That's why it go to the next line here. Do I answer your question, Matthew?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Kenneth, is it clear or not clear?
It's clear.
Clear? Really? Yeah.
Clear, sir.
Clear, yeah. Okay. Let's go to the next part. So the next part is while loop. While loop. Okay, this is while some condition, for example, a is less than 5, print a. Okay, and then you said a is equal a plus 1. Usually, while loop will have some counter. So this is a counter, right? So while a is less than 5, what is a? A is 0. And then I print a, and then now a increase the value, right? A now become a plus 1, now become what? From 0 plus 1 become 1. And then print again. Okay? A become additional 1 become 2, and so on until 4. What will happen? Okay, when you have 4 in here, a is print 4. A equal a plus 1 become 5, right? When a is already 5, then come back to this while loop. A is less than 5, no, then go out. Okay, if this condition is no longer true, it will go out of this loop. Is it clear? Now, most often happen is you don't know the condition that this is already finished. Then you will say, okay, while true. Okay, and when that condition, certain condition happen, then you said break. Okay, that means the break of this while loop. Okay. So what is this again? A plus equal 1, what's that mean? It's a
A.
shortcut of,
A plus 1.
yeah, A equal A plus 1. Yeah, very good. Oh, excellent. Okay, so again, this is list comprehension is used only in Python and Ruby. So in Python, you can use list, okay, by writing a criteria based on the sequence S. So this is the syntax. Okay, function of X for X in S. S is a sequence. Okay, this is an iteration. So either list or range, right? So this is an example. Square equal to X power of 2 for X in the range of 10. Do you understand the meaning? So you can, okay, let me copy this. Okay. So what is square? So you get that value, right? So this is the same as this one. For X in the range of 10, so I will put print first so that you will see what is X. So this is 0, 1, 2 until 9, right? This is the X. And then I said X is square. I will put Y equal X square. Okay, and then I print that Y. So you will get exactly the same like that. 0, 1, 2 until 81, correct? The same, right? So, but now you need to put that into an array, right? This is a list, right? So you put that Y into an array. So I will put that. So I create a new array here. So I will put list. Okay. I need to initiate with the empty array. Then I will say list append. Yeah. Okay. So append of Y. Okay. At the end, you want to know what is the value of this. So this 3 or 4 line of code, okay, you can put together into this one line of code. Okay, this one is the list. LSD. Is it clear or not? So again, this list comprehension is basically a shortcut. Okay, if you have this 4 line of code, now you put it into one line of code like this. And the result is exactly the same. The meaning is also exactly the same. But in Python, you can test. This is the list comprehension is actually faster than if you do a loop like this. Clear or not clear? List comprehension. And you can also put condition. So this is an example, right? Oh, X for X in square if X mod 2 equals 0. Square was we put a while ago, so I will put it as list. So first you define that list, and then now you can reuse that list inside this list comprehension. Okay, so look at the syntax. Okay, X for X in the sequence if certain condition happen. Fx. Okay, this is again, this is just shortcut. At least, even if you don't use this, I encourage you to use this. But if you don't use this, at least you know what is the meaning. At least you need to know how to read this. Right? Next, we have several collection. Okay, 4 type of collection with this list, tuple, dictionary, and set. Okay, so list is a comma separated items like this. Okay, with the square bracket. Okay, so basically an array of order sequence. So the index is start from 0. So let's do this. I will copy. Okay, I can say x plus y. Oh, it will add, okay, the 2 lists together into one. Okay, so let's call this z. Okay, and I want to print the z. Now, this list you can access through an index. Okay, so z0, that means 1. Right? Z1, that means the second one here. Okay, this is start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, what is Z5? Z5 is this one. How about Z minus 1? Again, you get 6. Why? If you take minus 1, it starts from the end. Okay, so this is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. So you can check. Oh, what is Z minus 3? Okay, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, so 4. Okay, there's an index to access the element of the list. Okay. So, unlike in other programming language, in Python, you are free to mix up the data type inside the list. So, here is an example. I just print it, right? And then say I have x is hello. And then if you multiply that x to 5, it will become hello, 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 hello. Now, suppose M is Peter, right? And then you said A is 1, 2, 3, Paul, 2.35, and M. What is M? M is Peter, so it will go here into the list of A. So list can go inside the list also. So what is A0? That is the first element of A, which is Peter. Okay. So if you want to append, that is a method inside this list. Okay, you can add at the back of the list. Okay, so you said append last. That means it will add last at the end of the list. There's a function called len to check how many elements inside the list. Okay, and then you can also remove the element using del. So del delete, right? Del A 1 to 3. That means you remove the element from this list. Okay, so from 1 to 3. So what is element 1 to 3? That means these 2 elements. Okay, because the last one is not included. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3 is, this is 0, 1, 2, right? The 3 is not included. So you can also, if you want to remove just one element, you just use method remove. So now you have this list. You said remove A, remove 2.3, it will remove this element. So now become Peter, Paul, Peter, last. You can also insert, okay, to the position, and then what do you want to insert? Okay, any object that you want to insert. For example, again, I have this A. Okay, now insert in the position number 4. Okay, let's put this. Say, suppose I have this as A. Okay, now I want to do insert. Okay, so A insert, I will not put last, I will put begin. But I put it in the position number 4. Okay, what is A? There. Why begin is in the last? Because this is position 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if I put number 4, it will put in the position number 4. Okay, up to here. You can practice. You tell me if you have a problem. If you don't understand something, don't tell me I don't understand at all. Am I too fast or?
No, it's good, sir.
Okay. For Matthew, probably this is too slow. Sorry, Matthew.
That's okay.
You can also sort the list, okay? Or you can reverse the sorting of the list. A string itself is actually a list, or so. So next you can use the count method to count how many times, the frequency. Yeah? So here you see we have last, Peter, Peter. So Peter is repeated twice. So we want to count how many times Peter happened. So twice. Right? You can also put list inside the list. So you will create matrix this way. So this is a tree, not just a matrix. So you can create X equal, this is the first list, right, on top. And then the first element is list with one element. The second element is a list with two elements. The third element is a list with three elements. Okay, so it's a list inside list. It's possible to do that. And the number of elements is not necessarily the same. So this is very flexible. If you are using other programming language like C before, or even Java, to have this kind of things, it is a dream already. Okay, in Python you just do it like very easy. Okay. If you want to try, you can try this exactly points. try this in C. Just to input like this. Then you will see how nightmare it is. Because the number of elements is not the same, you see. In Python, you don't feel it. You just say, oh, okay, I will just add.
I want to ask,
Go.
if in the list there are integer and string, we cannot sort it.
You integer and string, the sorting will be different because now you have a different data type, right?
Okay.
Okay, so I don't know which one is the priority there, the integer or the string. So okay, the way to sort is totally different because you mix it, right? So it's subject to debate which one is the priority. So look at this entry number 71, okay? Y equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And then now you define a function fx, which will return the square of that x, which is inputted here. Now, I can put like this, fx for x in y. What is that meaning? That means it will call this function, right, fx, for x in y. Y is that list, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So and then it will go one by one, okay? It will take the first element, which is 1. So now x equal 1, and then put it in here as fx. So now square that x, okay, 1. And then the next one is you take the second element, which is 2. So from the y, right? So x now become 2, and then you put it in this function fx. Now x2 is become square, so become 4. Again, you take the third element, 3. Okay, and then you put it into x, right? And then after that, that x will be transferred into this function. Okay, now inside this function, x is power to 2, now become 9, and so on. So list can be generated over a function, okay? Or you can also use list comprehension like this. Okay, any function that you like to do. This is just list comprehension that we discussed a while ago. Look, in the list comprehension, you don't necessarily just produce a number, okay? You can also produce a list inside list, something like this. So you create a list inside list. Okay, time for practice so that I want to know whether you really understand or not. Okay. What function you need to make? Can you make a function? Okay. I want to create a matrix. Okay. Can you create a matrix for me? A matrix based on list inside list. Okay. That matrix will have, okay, I will have an input of 2 numbers. Okay. Let's call this A and B. Okay. So I will write down here. Give me a function def of x. Okay, of 2 numbers, A and B. Okay. So, and then do this whatever. Okay. So that it will produce to me a matrix, okay, of a natural number. So if I give, for example, 2, 3 here, okay, 2, 3 here, it will produce something like this. 1, 2, 3, 2 rows, 3 column, right? Comma, what? And then what is the next natural number? 4, 5, 6, comma, right? And then what? 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so if I give 2.3, it will produce like this. Can you create a function? Yeah? This is the number of row, so I will call this MR, and then this is the number of column, MC. So I will put 3, and this is 2. Okay, and then it will produce something like this, a natural number. So let's call this natural number matrix. Okay, matrix of natural number. Okay. Can you make a matrix of natural number given the row and the column? Challenge for you today is to create simple matrix. Okay, it will return like. So who can answer first? We'll get the recitation of the day. Oh, Darin, are you there? How was Stephen? Stephen is not here. So Stephen is not here, Matthew, okay? So don't put him as a present.
I put alpha, sir.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
So can you make a matrix of natural number of any row and any column? So I will add this. The basic digital root, I will add 3 more days. Okay. Formula of floor function. 3 more days is when? When are you going to submit the 3 more days? Friday? Is it okay, Friday?
Yes, it's okay.
Yeah. Digital rule. So matrix of natural number. You can use append, okay? Just two loops because it's a matrix, it's two dimension, right? So you use two loops. Okay, supposed to be very easy. So for row, okay, for row in range of something until maximum in the row, so maximum row, right? And then the next one is for columns in the range, okay, from 0 up to maximum columns, right? Then you get the index, okay, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, and then you just create a matrix. Supposed to be very easy. Just two loops, and then you can put it in. Anyone want to share your screen? Oh, I've done. Okay, yay. Do you have any difficulty? Why very long?
I don't know how to make it.
Do
Same,
you know?
sir. I don't know.
Oh, which part you don't know? Which part you don't know? You tell me. Which part you don't know? Do you know how to loop? Yes.
Eh, yes.
Yes. So can you loop from 1 to specific number? For example, 1 until 10, possible? Can you loop from 1 to, for example, the natural number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that, right? Can you loop for natural number? Is it possible?
Yes.
So now, okay, let's try to make it, okay. Let's try to make it. Hey, okay. What do you want to say? Matthew, you want to share?
I finished, but I
Oh,
I don't know how to put like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
okay, show me first. I will
I
help
only
you.
Okay. This.
Everyone can see
Wait,
or not? Not yet.
wait.
Oh, there. Okay, so you create a matrix with the temp. Okay, and then the first
Hello,
loop is
sir.
from 0 until maximum row. That's correct. Okay, and
Yeah.
then you create a temporary, and then J is the range from 0 to maximum column. That's correct. Okay, and then you put the the J. How much is the J? So you create a new index here, Matthew. So in the line of 15, and then you press enter. You go to line 15.
Oh,
At the end of line 15, you press enter.
yes.
And then you create IDX, for example, index equal IDX
In
plus, or you can put X. In line 12, you put X equals 0. In line,
line 12.
yeah, you put X equals 0. Line 12.
Already.
12. In line
Yes,
12,
in line.
you put here, okay, you put X equals 0. For example,
I already put it, sir.
no, you did not type yet. Put here
Oh,
X
wait.
equals 0.
Already.
Where?
This.
Oh,
Where is
we cannot see it.
We cannot see what
Oh,
you type.
wait. Let's. I think my Zoom is freezing. Okay. Is it clear? Is it visible?
Not yet, Matt. Oh,
Okay,
yes.
you put already X equals 0. And now in the line 17, X equal X plus 1.
Hello, sir. Sorry.
In
My
line
Zoom.
7, in line 17, okay, X equal X plus 1, right? So initially X is 0, now you add plus 1, now become natural number.
Oh, and then I append.
That is the one that you append.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir. I get it.
You got it, right? So then when you run, it will produce the result. Try to run it and show to your classmate. I cannot see the screen. So how about you guys? Can you also do similar? Or do you understand the code of Matthew? Does it work, Matthew?
Yes, it worked. My Zoom crashed again.
Yeah, your Zoom is pressing. But the code is working, right? So come on, the others want to try. Come on. Supposed to be easy, this one. Just fill up. Oh, Matthew, only for Matthew. Can you now try to make it so that it's the same like that? Okay, the next loop is to put 0 to the lower triangular. the same as that matrix, okay? The input is that matrix. Now you put 0 on the lower triangular. The upper triangular is still the same value, okay? Diagonal. Can you understand?
No.
No? Okay, I will draw. Can you see my screen? So you have a matrix, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So this is 9, 10, 11, 12, and then 13, 14, 15, 16. For example, this is 4 by 4, okay? So 1, 6, 11, 12, 4, 16, this one is the diagonal, okay? So then you put all of this 0. Okay. On the lower triangle, try to put it 0. The upper triangle is still the same. So still 1, 6, 11, 16. For Matthew
Wait,
only.
sir. I'll try. Sir, can I get recitation again, sir?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
If you can do. Okay. The rest, can you claim your recitation if you do the natural matrix, matrix of natural numbers? Come on.
Apa namanya? Aku butuh pulpen. Nggak ada pulpen ya.
Come on. Kenneth, Billy, Newfield, Tarin, Felicia, Tamara, and Jocelyn. Come on. You can do it. Matrix of natural number. This should be very easy. Come on. I want you to learn what is called loop. And I want you to learn what is called double loop. Okay, once you can create matrix of natural number, okay, so you know what is double loop. Stan? If you cannot finish, I will give you as assignment, you know. Additional assignment aside from that digital route. But try to do it in the class so that we can advance, okay? And if you have some problem, I can help you. Is it done? Jocelyn. Jocelyn or Jocelyn?
Yeah, up to you.
How the parent call you?
My parents.
Your parent, how they call you? Joyce or Jocelyn or
Yeah, Jesely.
Jocelyn?
Yeah.
Okay, go. Share your screen.
Wait, I'm still trying to find the
Oh.
code.
don't try to find the code. You try to do it on your own.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying to work in the code.
Just copy and paste, yeah, easy, I know, but at the same time, not really good for your progress. Okay. By the end of this lesson, I want you to know how to do two loops only. New field.
Yes, sir.
Share your screen. Come on.
Still trying, sir.
Don't be shy. Come on. The technique is simple, right? You define the function. Okay, say function of matrix natural number with two input. Okay, the maximum row and maximum column. Okay, so you can put the maximum row is any number, 2 or 3. Say maximum column is 4, for example. Okay, and then now you define the first loop. Okay, loop of the row. The second one is define the loop of the second, which is the column. Yeah, the second loop is loop of the column. So for every row and then for every column, right? And then, okay, you define the matrix. You append the value inside that matrix. And then done. Just return that matrix. Oh, done. Oh, Matthew is done
Done.
again. Go, show.
Wait. This is it visible?
Where? I did not see yet.
I think it's crashing again.
Oh, there, okay. Oh, that is 1 plus, and then append 0 if j is less than y. Okay, very good.
This correct, sir.
This collapse, or try to print.
Oh, yes.
Can you run it? Say, you get 0, 0, 0, yeah, correct.
This.
Yes, you get that, correct. Very good.
Is there any again, sir?
Yeah.
Any
So,
other question, sir?
oh, you can challenge yourself, Matthew. Can you transpose that? So you get 2
Transpose
points
what, sir?
already. You can always challenge yourself. You can transpose that. Can you transpose that? You understand transpose, right? Transpose
No,
means that
quite.
the row become column, column become row. For example, 3 in your case here, okay, is the first row, the column is what is that? The first row and the third column, right? Or row 0 and column 2. Is that correct?
The
Row
3.
0,
Oh, yeah.
column 2 equal 3. Now put that 3 at the bottom. So I want to see that the row 2, column 0 is 3, the other way around. So you reverse the column and the row.
Also, I make a new function.
New function, yeah. Call it matrix transpose.
So it will reverse the rows and column all.
Correct. So that input is only M, which is a matrix.
Okay, sir. Wait, sir. Sir, I get recitation again, sir.
Yes, of course.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
The citation is no problem. You can claim up to 10. Okay. Come on, while waiting, I don't want you to just wait. I don't like that. So while you are idle, you can continue to do something new. But at the same time, I'm waiting for the others to finish. Next challenge after transpose, Matthew, is to multiply two matrices. Yeah? Without module, without NumPy, without any, you just do pure Python that you are doing. Don't care about the optimization at this point. You just practice.
Okay, sir.
Hmm. Kenneth, Billy, show your screen. Come on. Tamara and Sia. What's going on? I want to know. What's the problem? If you don't show, I will not be able to help you, right?
I'm still trying to understand Matthew's formula, sir.
What is Matthew's formula?
It's Matthew's code, I mean.
Which part?
uh,
TMP, sir. And also, is there any other ways?
Share your screen, Sia.
I just do the same with Matthew's code, sir.
No problem. You just share your screen. I don't really mind the code. I want you to understand the way to code.
Okay. Wait, sir. This one, sir.
So that the others can also learn from you. Okay.
This is Matthew's code, sir. I don't know how to solve
Okay.
it.
How about your own code?
I don't have it.
Okay, so let's create a new one. Can you?
How, sir?
Oh, go to the new file.
Oh, okay. New file. And then?
Okay, so you put def,
Def.
and then what is the name of your function? For example, matrix
Natural
number.
language.
Yeah, okay, natural matrix natural number. Okay, what is the input?
Okay.
You can put A or you can put any name.
A.
No, there is,
Oh,
yes.
this.
A, comma B, is that okay? Or maximum row, maximum column you want? So that A, B is not so clear, right? So you can put name that is clearer to you. What is A and B?
Oh,
Okay, you can put max row, for example.
max. What is the answer?
Max row no.
Max row.
Yeah, comma, max call. Oh, good. And then colon. Okay, enter. So you need to have a loop, right? So first you loop for maximum row. How do you make a loop for maximum row? Say, can you put maximum row equal what? For example, maximum row equal 3, maximum column equal 4.
In here.
There, max row, no,
Oh,
that max row there,
here.
you put, yeah, equal any number.
Go 1.
Okay, 1 is okay.
It's equal 3.
Okay, okay. Now, now you create a loop, okay? Max row, can you put it 5 so that we can see? 1 you cannot see, right?
Okay.
Okay, and then
5.
now let's just loop off the maximum row. Is it okay? So you put 4 row
Row.
in range.
Range.
Yes, of maximum row. What is that? Parenthesis. Range is having parenthesis. Yeah, without the
Oh,
space.
okay.
Okay, without the space.
Okay.
Okay, and then print. Okay, colon. Can you put colon and then print row? Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Now run it. When you run, what will happen?
Nothing.
Oh, nothing happened. That's good. Why? Because you define a function. You did not call that function yet. So can you put next line number? Enter. Enter one more time. Okay, and then go to the first column. So untap again one more. Okay, and then matrix natural number. Just copy that without definition. Yeah. Okay, you double click, that's fine. Okay. So you want to specify your max row and max column? So put
Yes.
yes, so you put the parenthesis, say 2,3 or 2,1 is up to you. Okay, and then run. Oh, you get 0, 1. What's that mean? You get 0, 1. What's that mean?
I don't know where it comes.
You get 0 and 1. You don't know where it come from. It's from, that come from your print, right?
Oh.
Okay, if you don't know, let's try this. Instead of 2, can you make it 20?
20.
20, okay, and then run again. Oh, there. Now you know where it come from.
Oh, yes, yes.
Oh,
I know, sir.
okay.
But I put 20,3, but just 20 row.
Yeah, this is exactly 20
Where
row.
is the 3?
Not yet, because you did not even make the maximum column yet, right?
Oh.
Oh. So you only, all you need to do, all you did here is only get the loop, offer maximum row, okay? That print only 0 to 19. Okay, so next. So from here you press enter. And then you put 4 column in range, maximum column, right? Okay, close again. And then what you want to do? Now you want to print row, comma, column. Oh, so that you will know comma, column. not double P, only one P. Okay, so maybe you want to remove this print row.
Okay.
Okay, let's run again. What will happen? Oh, what is that? What do you get? Okay, 20 is probably too much, so you can make it smaller. Now become 5 or 2.
Maybe become 5, yeah.
Okay, so and then you run again, and then you see.
Like
Oh,
this.
yes, what is that?
Why it's not 5 row?
Yeah, this is the first number is what? 0, 0, what does that mean? Zero, zero here is represent the row and the column, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. So this is exactly what you print, row and column. Correct?
Yes.
Yes.
And then
So,
the rest, what is that?
which one?
0, 1, 0, 2,
Oh,
1,
what is that?
0.
0, 1, 0, 2. What is that?
The row and the column. But
Yes.
how?
Look at this. 0 up to 4. What does that mean? So row 0, column 0. Row 0, column 1. Row 0, column 2. Isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, yes, yes, sir.
Now you start to get. Okay. Now go back here. You enter. Press enter from there. Line 8. You press enter. Okay. Now you put any name of the variable that represent your number, your natural number. Say x.
A.
X. Okay.
Okay,
A equals 0. Okay. Now let's do it here. In 11, you press enter.
Yes.
Press enter there. And then x equal x plus 1.
X equal X plus 1.
Okay, now the print, you put comma, row, column, comma, x.
Row, comma, X here.
Yes, now you run again. Oh, what is that?
Oh,
Do you understand the meaning of the one that you printed?
this is row, column,
No?
and X.
Yes. So look at the x now. The x is from 1 to 15, right?
Yes.
Oh, now you can change that. For example, your number here is not 5, 3, but for example, 1, 2, or 1, 3, or 2, 3 is up to you. And then you
Two,
run
3.
again. What will happen? Okay. Yes, Darren, you can leave. Oh, what happened to this? What is this 1
Yeah,
to 6?
same with
Yes. So it will give you natural number of x 1 to 6 depending on the value that you inputted, isn't it?
yes.
Okay. So now you already get all the values. You already know the column. You already know the row. You already know the the value of this matrix. Okay. All you need to do is just to make it into the format of matrix, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So now let's make it here. Okay. You put new variable called matrix equal empty array. equal empty array. So that means just bracket, square bracket only.
Yes, already. And then
Okay, and then so now you need to add, okay, a new matrix called a row, for example, maybe.
where?
Because
Where I
matrix
can put
consists
it?
of 2D, right? So that matrix is 2 dimension, right? So, but you need to fill in 1 dimension with this 1 row. So can we name it a row? A row?
In here?
The next variable.
Oh, a row. Okay,
Yes,
just
equal empty matrix again. Empty array. Okay, very good.
okay.
Okay. So now you put here after the x equal x plus 1, right? So what you
Yes,
will say? You will say a row append. Append.
like this.
Append of x, right? Okay, so you already put already put the arrow append x, right? So
Yes.
okay. So what will happen if you do like this?
I'll try to run.
How do you know if you try? How do you know this is already? You need to print, right? So can you print in here? Okay, print arrow.
Where? Here.
Yes, print arrow. Uh, okay, that one. Okay, so let's try. Oh, there is a problem there. What is the problem? The arrow is getting bigger. You don't want that to become bigger, right? So that means every time the arrow will be put not in here, but you need to put it inside the first loop, right? So that it will
Yes.
become 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6.
I put it after this, yeah.
Yes,
In here.
yes. You empty you every time you put, you empty it again, right? So that's why what Matthew did is to make it a temporary file. That one you can do.
So I delete this
Yeah,
line 11.
correct. You must move that one. Okay, so what will happen? You try.
Like
Oh,
this.
now you are already correct, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Correct? You see?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you already making correct. So all you need to do is after you create that arrow, okay, in here you need to put it into matrix. So then you put in line 17, you press enter, right? And then you put matrix append arrow. Oh, finish. And then at the end, you press enter again one more time. And back to the left, one shift up. Okay, and then you return the matrix, right? Okay, so then you print that value in line 20, or you can press one more enter so that it will separate. Okay, and then in line 21, you can print that. Print matrix natural number. Okay. One more in the end.
Yes.
Okay, finish.
Yeah, I try to run it.
Okay, you try to run it. Oh, you got that.
Yes.
But you still have a lot of print here, right? Which you can
Okay.
put as comment so that you know that this is your debugging. Okay, now you run again. Oh, you get the
Like
final
this.
answer. Now you can change this value.
For example, 3 and 5.
Okay, 3 and 5. Run. Wow, you get
Okay.
3 and 5. And then
Yes.
5 and 3. What will happen? 5 and 3.
5 and 3.
Oh, you got it. Oh, super.
So why we put like this max row equal 5 comma this?
That is called default value. So suppose you don't put in here. So you don't put this 5 3. Will it work or not?
Oh, I just put an
Yeah.
empty
Okay,
like this.
empty. Will it work? Run.
Yes, it
Yeah,
also
it
works.
works. It will work, become 5 and 3. That is default value. Right? If you don't put anything, it will make use as this value. If you put, it will use the one that you put. So that's easier. Right. So you know how to do two loops. Wow, super. Oh, the others, can you?
Okay, thank you, sir.
Easy, right? Programming is easy. What you need to do is to print, okay? To understand the meaning of the program, you need to print one by one the value. After that, all you need to do is just formatting. Into matrix is just formatting, isn't it? Append is just formatting. Okay, Matthew, you want to show transpose.
I already did transpose, but I have one bug. Like, for example, I want to assign the matrix value to the temp value to be able to change the temp value so it can update the matrix value. But the thing is, if I just assign the value, the memory allocation are also the same. How do I make like a new, like assign the array to a new memory allocation?
How do you put the array to memory allocation? What do you mean? So I don't quite get what is the problem
Oh,
there. Can you share your
uh,
screen so that I can see?
okay. This, is it visible?
Not yet.
Uh,
Okay, so what do you want to say?
this part.
Oh, okay. This is okay, right? Is this working?
On,
Line 37, is it working?
oh yes. It managed to change the rows and columns, but the thing is, it also changes the like
Because
uh
the size is not the
memory.
same.
Oh, the size is not the
So
same.
yeah. So when you transpose, for example, 2, 3 now become 3, 2, right? If
Oh
they are
yeah.
square matrix, is the same. But if they are not square matrix, the size is not the same. So you need to allocate the temp matrix or the matrix itself, or the matrix is the input, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the temp matrix is not just copy, but you
Uh-huh.
need to create a new. So in that case, you create a new of zeros of that
A new
size.
metric.
Yeah, a new matrix. The temp matrix is a new matrix of 0 elements of that size. The size must be correct already. You need to
So
allocate. The problem happened because your matrix is not square. If your matrix is square, there is no problem, isn't it?
I think. It has a problem. This the
What is the
one
problem?
the 2 and 3 is missing because I think I I just copy the matrix value to the temp value. So when I change it, it will also affect the original value.
The first print, the where is your matrix? 1, 2, 3, 0, 5, 6. Is that the matrix that you put? is an input.
Yes.
This is
This
the
is the
matrix of
first
input.
matrix.
So you have 1, 2, 3, and then 0, 5, 6, and then 0, 0, 9. So
Mm-mm.
your output must be 0, 5, 6, 0, 0, 9. That means 1, 0, 0, 2, 5, 0. Oh, that one is must be 2. Where is the 2?
Yeah.
2, 5, 0, right? And then 3, 6, 9. No, you lost. Maybe the input is not the same.
No. Previously I just did like this, sir. Matrix copy like this. So when I change the matrix, I
Okay.
think it's
So
also changed the.
no, maybe let's try the pure natural number. Can you make it pure natural number without the zeros so that you can check?
Oh, okay.
Okay, just comment that
Uh,
those. Just comment those line.
how do you comment fast in Spicer?
I think control 1.
Control 1. Okay.
You highlight and then control 1.
Like this.
So
And
lines, how many? Lines 19 until 21, right? You highlight the line 19 to 21,
already.
and then where is my other thing? So
Oh,
you
this
highlight
is
this
the
part, and then you just control 1.
already. Is my screen changing?
Yeah, your screen did not change, so I cannot see.
Oh, wait, let me.
Okay. So how about the others? Can you do it?
I can, but I want to ask about the X. What does it?
X is the one that create the natural number, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The one that you create. Is that the one?
It's the one.
Matthew, you try to make it, so that 0 to what is that? The matrix of natural number first, and then you try. Okay. Kenneth, you share your screen.
Are you sure it's already past the time?
I know. So if you don't want it, it's okay. You
Please, I want to ask about this. When I change it, nothing happened.
natural number. So let's see. 4x, x comma y. X is the maximum number of row, and y is the maximum column. Is that so?
Yes.
Okay, and then what is this a? A is your natural number.
And yeah,
Yeah. So
when I change this number, the 5, nothing changed in
nothing
the
changed.
answer. It's still 1 to 6. If the 6 I change, it can change to this.
If the
I just want to know what does it do.
so it's really complex because you put it different name. So can you, maybe I'm just guessing you have a x there with this x is what is this the value 1, 2, 3, but your x is another value. So you already put x there 1, 2, 3. That's why it doesn't change. Can you name it so but you can create correct name? So for example, x there is you can change as what is that? The one that makes sense, or maximum row, for example, or MR, for example. And then that one is MC, for example, okay? And then, of course, when you change that, the others also change. MR and then MC. Don't put space between range and MR. Okay, range or MC, that one. Okay, good. And run it. So let's debug it. You have natural number of 3. Oh, I know why. Your return matrix is very funny. You need to put it one more tab, untap. Yes. There.
Okay. Thank you.
Right. So, okay, done. So you can leave now.
Sir, I've discovered why am I wrong?
Why?
This I
The time is finished, so you can leave if you want. But if you want to ask question, I will still entertain you.
Thank you, sir.
Hmm.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Kardi.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Good. Matthew, show.